What up, my freaks? Ruinous and Sight here with part lucky number 13 of my Total Warhammer II modded Vlad von Carstein campaign. So as we saw last time, Ostermark is basically destroyed with only Nagenhof remaining, and that very weak with it having been sieged and sacked repeatedly. They no longer have their wall building, and their armies are also pretty pathetic, so we could have Isabella destroy them at pretty much any time, including right now if we so choose, and maybe it'll be beneficial to do so. The only thing is, are we better off leaving the Orcs to kill them, or are we better off moving and doing it ourselves? The thing is, the sack value is basically non-existent, and we are raiding these territories right now. If we are to go off of raiding, we lose quite a bit of money per turn, like 600, although no, we'll still get more money out of destroying this probably, and we'll get XP for Isabella and co, I suppose. Yeah, alrighty, and we're also one turn away from our gold mines being completed, so that's really, really nice. I've been waiting for that for a while, so yeah. Fine, you know what, let's go in this, we'll just auto-resolve this really quickly. We have a Vlad battle coming up, and possibly several Vlad battles coming up, so might as well. Alright, we'll do that. Auto-resolve is just fine. Low casualty, yeah, I'll bet low casualties. I don't know what this garbage is, although why do they have so many lords and heroes? Lots of mustaches and beards, though. Pretty epic. Alright, auto-resolve that, and we're good. And we will sack it once again. Hey, another potion of healing. Yeah, once again, that made it worth it. And we don't care about the rest of this, and you cannot go back into raiding stance, unfortunately. But we can go back into our own territory next turn, so let's just march on over. And go into Waldenhof and save ourselves some cash, and then move back and start raiding Stirland. The war with Stirland, once again, is coming. It'll be here within the next couple of episodes, if not this one. And I also want to address a question about Beckhofen over here. There is a quest that Vlad has to conquer Beckhofen. Right here, captured and occupied. The thing is, the Bone Rattlers are not going to hold on to this. There's no freaking way. They would have to really, really go hard, and considering what their armies are composed of, I really doubt that they're going to stand up to the forces of Stirland. Well, maybe this one, but... and they're also probably going to start fighting with Talabecland sooner rather than later. So yeah, they're going to lose this and we'll eventually take it ourselves. I don't want to overexpand right now because the Vlad is down here and we need him back in Sylvania before we start conquering the Empire proper. So yeah, that's my reasoning for it. Hey, we got another blood kiss out of that, didn't we? Lovely. Lovely. I'm also thinking that what if we actually take Vlad and push on early to Nagashazar, declare war on the court of Libaras, take over Nagashazar, build up a massive force there just to defend and hold it, so that we get the building there. I don't remember whether or what kind of buff it gives us in particular, but I am kind of curious. I mean, Vlad is also quite near it. He would have to go through Calador territory. There were Knights of Calador territory, but it might be worth it. I know, I'll think about it. We'll see what the Orcs get up to. I'm probably getting ahead of myself. I am just excited to get that building, and then we can move back, probably through Orky territory, just raiding and raising as we go. Anyway, Vlad, now can you reach Mount Silverspear in 2 turns? I think you can. Ooh, although we can just barely see that arrow. I'm a little bit worried about moving him in March stance, because I feel like he'll get damaged. You know what? He's already pretty hurt. Yeah, fine. Just go into regular stance, because what if there's an army here? It jumps right beside Vlad, and then this army actually attacks him. And don't want to risk that. Yeah. Although we could replace some of these zombies if we so desire right now. In fact, we could do it right before fighting. Like, put these ones together and make a new one, I guess. Wink. Alrighty, let's see. Now, ooh, we should probably start stealing tech again, although we do have some cash for it. Alright, fine, here's what we'll do. We will take off Spread Vampire Covens for now, and then we'll steal some tech from, well, I guess you can go to Nagenhof. I wish the cost wasn't so insane, but it is what it is. And then, your only other option is Nagenhof as well. And you have it, now you have it for 2 turns, so you can do it next turn, that's fine. Alright, there we go, some success there. I just want to double check that you both have students as well. You have a student, you do not. Is there any free student? There is no free student. Oh well. Like no free lunch, there are no free students, apparently. Apparently, at least in these times. The vampire times. Alrighty, what about you? Okay, yeah, you definitely need to steal some more tech, if you can do it without dying somehow. What do we put points in? Assault units, I guess. Alrighty, Barrack Var. Success, beautiful. You. I didn't even check, but you're gonna steal tech anyway. Causes fear. Hey, you got deceitful, even if you didn't get the student. Lovely. Oh yeah, because we need deceitful minions. That's gonna end well, I'm sure. Let's see. I mean, we already know all the necromancers are probably planning to betray us. That's just how they are. Alright, it's like being mad at the winds of magic for blowing. Dieter von Carstein, are you ready to move out of Eschen? Not yet. Ooh, we can upgrade this next turn if we get the cash, and I'm hoping that we will. Alrighty, go back into Spread Vampire Commons. We're now at 313% research rate. Getting a little bit better, finally getting some value out of those Necros. And Kragmir and Carrick Dromar, we can level you up. I think we gotta go and focus on Carrick Dromar here. It is expensive, but we do need walls here, because these dwarves could jump over at any time. These orcs could jump over at any time. We need to be able to defend the place. Kragmir is a little bit less of a concern. Yeah. Maybe we'll leave Kragmir with that, although I really don't... I don't want to upgrade it only to lose it, obviously, but yeah, you know, there are some good battle markers here, so if anybody attacks us, we could summon a pretty big army, most likely, so maybe we'll be fine. Alrighty, with that... Ooh, wait. You, Carmilla, stop being in a march stance, and... Oh, we could have... Wait. How much money would we... 10%? It's probably not even worth it. I was about to say, what if we just move you into Kragmir? You know what? We could still do it. This is really nickel and diming now, but... I just want to double check that the Dwarf Spy is construction cost, local province for all buildings 5%. Yeah. So go right here to Kragmir. Move indeed. And then now that the cost is reduced by 250 money, we'll pop you back into Castle Drakenhof to increase the money that we're making. Beautiful. Alrighty. Did we save enough money? I didn't even check, because we went back into March stance. That might have been pointless. I don't know. Let's end the turn. Let's end the turn. Let's have Vlad raise Mount Silver Spear or then sack it and raise it, depending. Definitely need to heal up his army. Watch a full stack appear here. We'll still probably fight it unless it's like a ludicrously overpowered stack. Aha! Who's this? We can't reach you. There's no way. You're in March stance, but we can't reach you. I'm almost completely certain. Because Vlad could only reach Mount Silver Spear, I think, and that just barely. I really doubt that he'll be able to travel all the way down here.
We have much to discuss.
Oh look, Lamian Sisterhood still wants stuff. Defensive Alliance, no thank you, you're gonna get killed eventually, and I really don't care. Alright, Scheme of Doom from the Skaven, another failure of a Wae, another Carrion. That's useful. I think all of the Vamps here have... Whoa, who the hell is this? Kevin von Lloydstein. Helman Gorst, yeah, another lord. Okay, a lot of lords coming back. What do you have? You have Dark Majesty and Memoria Mortis. What the hell? Research rate plus 20 faction-wide. Who are you? Where did you get this? The hell? Who is this guy? Wait, and how does he have Barrow Guardians? Okay, I'm confused. What's going on here? Barrow Guardians is supposed to be only at level 15. How do you have it when you're at level 4? And where did you get... Where did you get this trait? 20% research rate. Upkeep for all units in Hero's army. When normally killed in action, this hero will be wounded instead. Huh. Kevin von Lloydstein. See, the thing is, I don't remember this name. He must be a special White King belonging to some faction, but we only got the von Carstein faction back right now. I don't think the others are ready to, you know, get unwounded yet. Yeah, Magical Animus. Leadership plus 15, Aura of Supremacy. Who are you? The hell? I'm not complaining, mind you, but what the hell? Wait, Ancient Treasure, Armor plus 6-1. Okay, now that's the same one. I just want to double check if the other guy has the same sort of thing. No, you have Retinue Trainer, not Magical Animus. Huh. Yeah, so this new guy's stuff is way better. It's a completely different tree. I'm extremely confused. Well, evasion will make you considerably more powerful already with the melee defense. Aura of Supremacy, leadership effect, more leadership for ally. Yeah, see now, you're a much better unit than the other one is, interestingly enough. And I guess you're immortal, so that's good. Alrighty, well, Aura of Supremacy, Carrion Swarms for enemy campaign, movement range minus 10%, yeah, it's not bad. Income from post-battle loot, 10%, it's not that much, but you know what, I do want to get Magical Animus on you. Let's do that, and then let's get Blade Master, I guess. I mean, we could get Training. We need to put you in an army. I was actually going to delete you, but considering your cost and that you actually add some decent stuff, we will keep you around for now. Isabella, you... Oh, wow, Nagenhof survived? Alright, well, then we can sack it again. You're going to go into Waldenhof for a few turns. And then, let's keep... Well, you can keep annoying Nagenhof, I guess. 2 turns for Steel Tech. We'll waste all our money doing this. Maybe it's not worth it right now. You, the inferior White King. You can level up. Let's get you... Well, Woundmaker for now, and then we'll... proceed to another thing later on. I would love to get these walls going, but I haven't decided what to put here. Well, I guess you can get a gibbet for the extra cash. We already have one here, don't we? Yeah, we already have the repression buildings. And you have a lich yard, which we could replace with another gibbet for even more cash. Eventually, because we need the growth right now. Damn, the growth is difficult to deal with. Yeah, we really need to start building these awakened battlefields everywhere. Ooh, you can also turn off your march stance as well. And you can... I was about to say, maybe join Isabella's army. Does Isabella really need another hero, though? Alright, and also, who do we have out here? Gitter Guzzler. Yeah, we can't reach you. Gitter Guzzler.
Vlad.
Unfortunately not. And yeah, Vlad, I feel, is too hurt. Oh man, he's actually kind of too hurt here. Huh. We'd still win, don't get me wrong, but what if they attack us with 3 armies after this? Oh man, do we risk this? We could take Mount Silverspear instead of sacking it and raising it like I was planning to earlier. It's just that there's no way that we'd be able to hold on to it. And I was originally planning on not taking any of these territories, just because it's too much of a hassle to hold on to them right now, and just have, as I said, Vlad march down to the desolation of Nagash. Yeah, the thing is, Mount Silverspear and Crookback Mountain, the Orcs could always jump over to either one, so we'd have to wall up both. Mount Greyhag is, I think it's this settlement down here, which is even more exposed. But this would allow us to heal and be on the defensive. You know what, fine, I think we have no choice here. We can always just let the province rebel or lose it. Let's just take it. Oh, I also don't really want the extra... Wait. Medium casualties. A dead zombie. From this? Really? Or maybe it's from the swamp things. Alrighty, we'll give this a quick fight. I wonder how much the army would heal if we were to sack this territory, though. This we'll find out. Alrighty, ooh, I love these snowy battles, lovely. Let's just move on up right as close to the enemy as we can get. Blob up as well if we want to Invocation of the Heck ourselves. Here and here and here. You guys could probably be among the zombies, actually, right there, and then we'll keep you guys behind here. Mittens and Vlad, you together will go in and find and kill their lord. We also need the Vigor Mortis right in the center of our battle line, so you, plus all these zombies, can be group 2. There we are, and you guys can attack together at that. Doggo's waiting to attack anybody who's annoying, which is their entire army, to be fair. And then you guys can be group 3. Blood Knights, you want to be in the center of this? Nah, you can be in the center of this, who cares? Yeah, alright. Start battle, deploy, go. It's not like this is going to be a difficult time. Alright, go. Vlad and co. attack Mr. Goblin Big Boss, and then you guys move around, try to find their cav and stuff. Bats. Go. Who do we want you to land on? I mean, ooh, the swamp things could surround Vlad and stuff. Nah, but Vlad can just summon stuff, so who cares? And what do we have here? Error boys. We'll have the good doggos take care of that. Hey, stop running away, Goblin Big Boss. What are you doing? Alright, you know what? You guys go and surround that. Oh, there's a Night Goblin, War Boss. Not the Big Boss. Alright, fine. Alright, start summoning zombies. How are you guys doing? You guys in here yet? Waiting for exposed units of archers. Wait, are the swamp things going after our doggos back here? What the hell? That's unusual. Alright, well, not complaining. You guys attack, please. Vlad. You want to summon some more zombies? And you know what? Disable everybody here, including this big boss. But not limited to said big boss. Curse of Years down here as well. Maybe as opposed to the... oh, wow, yeah, they're all going to rout here. We just need to rout the entire army at that. Right there, and their lord looks like he's already routing. Yeah, see, this is why I said that this could be very much auto-resolvable. And where are the swamp things? Wait, did they come back in? Oh yeah, they're back in here. Oh wow, and they're routing as well. I guess they all don't appreciate all those curses of years and stuff like that. And go after that Night Goblin war boss, please. Have you doggos managed to kill that Goblin Archer unit? Well, you guys can move in and help out with that as well. Blood Knights was keeping you in reserve, but I guess there's no need. Move in and help out with this. Vlad Mittens, kill please. And summon more zombies out here. That damn gobble just keeps running away. Ooh, if we could attack that. Nah, they're coming back, damn. Oh well. Alright, bats, you want to go hit the swamp things? The swamp things are actually pretty good. I remember using them previously and them cleaning house and also facing them before. But I think they won't survive a charge from all 3 units of Vargeists. Not for more than a few seconds anyway. One of the fun things about these super easy battles is that you can just sort of let your army do its own thing. So while it's not a true cinematic battle, it is sort of a pseudo one, because we can just watch stuff happen anyway. Is anybody getting hurt at all, really? No, not really. Everybody's fighting. Good. Oh, now you guys can chase down the swamp things that the Vargeists have taken care of business. And you guys, keep attacking, please. Don't just let Mittens and Co. do all the work. Alright, you guys attack that, please, and go, go, go. Oh. Arrow Boy's actually holding off some units. Fine. Adorable. I'm actually surprised that the entire army has not routed yet. A unit has been wiped out, but that's just a summoned unit of zombies. Oh, it's because their damn boss hasn't run away yet. You know what we need? We need a freaking vampire with a spirit leech to make this go by a little bit faster. Alright, Vlad, chase after the boss, and oh, you guys can turn off guard mode as well. Vlad, chase after the boss, or Mittens, chase after the boss. Vlad, chase after the other boss or the hero. Each of you kill one. There we go. They can share. Vlad and Mittens share everything. Alrighty, and... well, at least with regards to their kills. You guys. Almost done. There we go, the enemy lord is dead. Who did that? Mittens? Yeah, good job, Mittens. Alright, okay, there we go. There's the chain route, I think. Chain route? Maybe, possibly. Alright, you know what we should probably do? Oh, wow, you guys actually got kind of beat up. Let's go in closer and have Vlad Invocation of the heck. Yeah, I wasn't even using the magic because I didn't think it would be needed here. And where's the other unit of doggos? You guys still chasing units off the field? Yeah. Help out with that, please. Unhurt units, go after these error boys. Orc biggins are just about done for. We could probably go for a big ol' Invocation of the heck right over this blob right here instead. Why not? Oh, did I already use it? Yeah, I already used it. Who cares? Alright, jump in, rear charge that. Maybe that'll cause the chain route. They're getting another Wah going. Another one of our summoned units died. Oh, you guys got kind of hurt. Really? To this one unit of... well, they are biggins, to be fair. Alright, there, I think, is the chain route now. Stop making us fight these battles, games. There we go. End battle. Oh, I was going to resummon another unit of zombies. Oh, damn, I thought it was one of the summoned zombies that died, but, you know, who cares once again. Huh, now, does the AI cheat with regards to getting its Regiments of Renown back? I.e., does it actually have to wait 10 turns? Or does it have access to them immediately? I feel like I've seen the AI use Regiments of Renown again earlier, but I could be mistaken. Maybe just some sort of bias. Oh, you guys actually lived again? That's adorable. Sacking would only regenerate 9% of our troops. It would give us a decent amount of cash to steal tech, though. And I still don't really want this territory. I just wanted to raise it earlier. But it also allowed these units to heal. Vlad will back off. You're going to then attack Vlad. But honestly, that's not going to change matters, because you're going to attack Vlad anyway. You know what? Yeah, let's keep the Empire growth rate relatively normal right now. I mean, not too much. Charmed Shield and Co. Can you still move? You can, but just barely. Can you set up a... You can set up an ambush. I don't think it'll work. But hey, we might as well give it a try. Alright, so let's do this. We'll have to... Ooh, you know what? Since this is a full stack... Ooh, they got spear chuckas. Fun. Let's see how those work against, well, mittens, I guess. I'm not to jinx it or anything. But yeah, this one will be a cinematic battle because their army is pretty hurt. Lovely. And we'll actually have to properly use spells and stuff. Alrighty, Vlad, you're gonna go into ambush. Although, what if you're in ambush and this guy moves away? I don't want that. I actually want the fight. Let's go into vampiric channeling stance then.
Very well.
A little bit less leadership, but you know what? I think we'll be fine either way. Yeah. Do that. I'll take the extra winds of magic instead. Okie dokie. Now, what do we want to do? Well, you can stay where you are, but I do want to keep stealing tech, or steal tech with everybody. So, Dirk. Oh man, the cost. Ooh, wait. Before you steal that tech, let's unspread those vampire covens, at least for now. Alright, start annoying Sterland. This is really costing a lot of cash. Ooh, although we do want to upgrade Eshen's walls. Oh, damn it. And just short now. Alrighty, well, we'll upgrade them next turn. Just so we can move Dieter away, finally. Let's go for... Well, we're almost at Potent, so maybe we can ignore these things. Cooldown, own miscast chance, and Winds of Magic either ways. Alright, both of these are fine. Yeah. I really wish the Steel Tech didn't cost so damn much, but it is so useful that, you know, you have to use it anyway. Alright, you've leveled up and get through Onslaught. You are at level 6. Oh, wow, yeah, you definitely need. Not getting any more students lately, unfortunately. You can go into Power Sap. We will get boost income on all these guys eventually as well, as they will probably be helping us make cash. Steel Tech as well. There, oh, you failed. And Gottfried. We had a nice success streak. You better not have started a failure streak. Be tremendously annoying. Oh well, what are we at here? 323. That's... Was it lower than what it was before? I don't know. Alrighty, Hero Not Moved. That's Kevin von Lloydstein. I still have no idea who's gonna... which army you're gonna be in. Isabella, you're here for one turn. You're here, yeah, everybody else is fine. Let's end the turn. Let's have a nice cinematic battle with Vlad. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. There's two armies here. We're gonna get some casualties, but, and here's the good part. If we pull this off well, and we don't die, we should be able to get a battle marker here, which will make maybe Mount Silver Spear worth taking. Because then we'll have a nearby battle marker. Alrighty, Vlad. Oh, this is going to be a good time. Oh, plus they'll have the remains of the garrison. Yeah, let's go for a massive battle marker here. I'm almost tempted to, you know what? Just for this battle, to increase the possible casualty count. Let's do this. And I know that kills the chevrons, but you know what? They're just skeletons. Who gives a damn? Recruit you. I want more casualties. I don't really want to lose these guys. Oh. Then again, they're just skeletons. Who cares? Alrighty, you two will also join together. We can resurrect an high chevron unit, unfortunately, going to be deleted, but whatever. They're all going to die anyway when 2 stacks attack us. And then you guys join together as well. Oh wait, you guys can't. Yeah. Damn you, Regiment of Renown. Alrighty, like that. And then... Wait, what? We can't recruit unit. You have insufficient... Oh, for the love of... Alright, somebody give us some money. I wasn't even paying attention to the amount of money we had. Hell? What's all this? Oh, it's from the battle markers. Wow, there are a lot of battle markers here, but none of them are good. This is why you want a good battle marker. Not one good one. You gotta be kidding me. All this Orky and Dwarf fighting, and none of them are really above 4,000. Alright, who do we like? Dwarfs. Well, payments. Could you give us like 1,300 money, please? No? Could you give us like 800 money, please? You're very strong in terms of money. There you go. There you go. And that'll be extra casualties for Vlad's army. Come on, give us a 10,000 point battle marker with an epic cinematic battle. Let's go. What if there's a third army here? I'm really playing it risky with Vlad, but I think especially in channeling stance with a nice Wind of Death, we could clean house here. I just gotta make sure we do... Yeah, here we go, here we go. Yes, beautiful. Pyrrhic victory at that, eh? Let's see. Oh, you have too many cav units. That's not going to increase the number of enemy units. I don't like that very much. Hey, they have some pump wagons as well. Cute. Already, obviously, we're gonna make this a cinematic battle. See, I told you guys I'd find one. Let's get to it. Alrighty, here we go. Finally, a big ol' stack to fight. Now, first off, we are going to get a pile of enemy units that is coming off of the of our side of the map. So we are going to just Vanguard deploy in front of them and kill them all real quick. These are the garrison units, so they're all already basically dead. Ooh, it was a nice little charge into the ranks of spearmen. Little teaser for Vlad's eventual Imperial battle lines. There we go. Oh no, somebody just lost their head. Are you still standing after that? I know that the zombies fight on with it after losing their heads, but do the spear... Oh, looks like the spearmen do as well. Nice. Nice. I'm actually curious as to whether a Graveguard also fight on without their heads, because Graveguard are whites and are slightly different in terms of what they are as compared to skeleton warriors and zombies. Actually curious. Gonna have to watch it once we see the whites in action, or the Graveguard in action a little bit more in bigger battle lines. Anyway, the goal for this particular battle is going to be to take as many casualties as possible, in addition to obviously dishing out as many casualties as possible. That will mean trying to go without using Invocation of Nehek for the entire battle and taking damage to our own battle lines, but also trying to stay either on our side of the map or maybe even better in the center portion of the battlefield, so that the enemies have to take longer to run away from us, and therefore give us time to chase them off and kill as many of them as possible with our dire doggos and with our bats, with our Vargeists, and I guess our Blood Knights as well, if they're not busy fighting all that time. Just because this is not a it's not a settlement battle, and therefore a lot of the enemy units will be able to come back, and we won't be able to get the casualties off of the entire army, but it does look like a fairly big army, so maybe we can dish out a good amount of casualties to it, depending on how we make this work. Otherwise, it's always really fun watching the vampire armies fight, and it's just always interesting to see how a relatively weak-seeming vampire army, because most of the army is made up of zombies and skeletons. Zombies are weaker than goblins, and skeletons are weaker than basic orc boys. So, just because most of the army is made of pathetic units, but then you have these super elite vampires themselves, and their beasties and pets, which are quite elite, so... Yeah, Vlad. Egg the rest of the army on. Alrighty, we tried to chase down a unit of Goblin Wolf Rider archers, but unfortunately this is not Isabella's army, so our doggos and our bats are not nearly fast enough to catch them. They're actually a tiny bit faster, or the Vargeists are a tiny bit faster than the Goblin Wolf Rider archers, but barely so. Wait, actually they're not even faster. 110. Oh, never mind. These guys are slightly faster. Who's slightly faster? No one. Okay, well then it makes sense why it's impossible to catch these guys, and never mind. I knew somebody was slightly faster than somebody else, so we tried to catch them, but unfortunately it didn't work out, but that's okay. They can take some shots and do some casualties to zombies and skeletons. We don't care about that sort of thing. While they dish out that damage through the arrows, we're going to surround them a little bit and then hit them from multiple directions. Good luck using your speed when you get to attack like this, then. There we go. There we go. Some of those have hit, and the Vargeists have landed, and this portion, at least, of the enemy did get caught, and now they're gonna get destroyed. Beautiful. Where are you trying to run? You got fooled. Ooh, and they charge us in. They charge the back of our battle line, which is a little bit unfortunate for our dire doggos, who are immediately going to take, like 15 to 20% damage. Not so great, but fortunately it did rout these Wolf Rider archers. They're mostly an annoyance. They don't really dish out enough damage to be concerned with. I just hate watching them run around and getting those endless arrows, and it's kind of sort of their purpose in the first place anyway, to just annoy you and force you into engaging them or chasing after them and then getting separated. So they're definitely achieving what they want to achieve, minus them, you know, getting actually killed here. Oh, and it looks like a squig hopper herd over here gets caught as well. Is this a regiment of Verdan? Yeah, it is. It's Durkit's squigs. Durkit's squigs, yes. Night Goblin squig hoppers. Adorable. The squigs, I mean. Gobos are okay too. Alrighty. I prefer mittens, of course, in terms of having in terms of having a pet. Ooh, I want to see mittens versus giant squig. That might be fun. Although I'm pretty sure mittens would obliterate the giant squig, but you know, that's just what I'm assuming. I wonder what kind of stats a giant squig can get with the. With like maxed out stats, max chevron and max buffs from a lord. That'd be nice to see. I don't think I ever recall using a giant squig with maxed out stats, so yeah. Already, it looks like some of their goblin and wolf riders are actually chasing around our dogs. We really do need to be careful with these guys, because they're actually very critical to this battle, or at least the goal that we have for this battle, which is to dish out those casualties. So we want them to run away. Hey, leave those poor dire doggos alone. And yeah, we want to get them away, but the Vargeists are going to come back in. Vlad and Mittens among them as well. We just have a sort of elite force fighting out front, killing skirmishers, while the main battle line just waits. And same thing goes for their main battle line. It's just cavalry fighting bats and elites right now. Kind of interesting. Already ooh, look at that. The Deadly Pokes, our Blood Knights, charged in against the enemy Boar Boys and immediately took a massive amount of damage. Very impressive from the enemy Boar Boys, especially considering their melee attack is a meager 27. And our Blood Knights have a melee defense of 70, so I'm actually surprised that they took this insane amount of damage right off the bat like this against those Boar Boys. Yeah, well done, Boar Boys. Maybe it's because of their weapon strength is only 47. It's not that high, although granted, per unit, I guess that's higher technically than the Blood Knights, which have, what, 109? Yeah, but there's only 20 of them, eh? Interesting, but that's generally the way it goes for, you know, super elite units that have fewer models. Oh, and it looks like we're going to get more Boar Boys charging, but we're going to stop them right in their tracks by raising a unit of dead to block them. I didn't want them to also charge the Blood Knights there, as I got a little bit worried about losing them. We are also going to use an Invocation of the Heck to keep them topped up as well. Plus, they heal when in combat as well, as I recall, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Boar Boys are going to run away. They're wavering, and they're damaged by artillery. Oh, right. Not our artillery, though. They've had their Goblin Spear Chuckers firing at the same time. I do wonder how effective the Spear Chuckers are, in fact. I'm just remembering in the Thoric campaign, the currently ongoing Thoric campaign, trying to use the freaking Bolt Throwers for the Dwarfs, and they are just such a trash unit. Just the worst. And I don't even mean just as artillery, I mean just what a terrible unit. I just couldn't get it to work, and that's with Thoric's massive buffs to it as well. They were still absolute garbage, and I never found a reason to take them over Grudge Throwers or over Quarrelers. Even the anti-large didn't really help. And once again, I love the look of the Graveguard with the color scheme for the von Carstein. They look pretty good, damn good here. The world will drown in blood. We'll start by dyeing the clothes of all of our whites blood red. Makes sense to me. Alrighty, weirdly enough, and this is kind of one of the weirdest freaking orc battles I've ever seen. It's almost like the enemy main force does not want to bring us to battle. Like, what the hell are they doing out here? They're not charging. We just keep fighting little cav units and a few random units of boys, and for some reason some goblin archer, or arrow boys rather, which were close by, or orc arrow boys and goblin archers. I don't know why they're even here. Very, very weird behavior by the AI, especially considering that they were on the attacker's side. They should be just charging us instead of standing back the way they are. It's also annoying because this is preventing us from using any Wind of Death to, like, kill half of their army in a single cast, which I guess is good from their perspective, but it's very, very weird. Talking about the weirdness of the AI, it's even moving its artillery closer and closer together. Maybe it's realizing that it was having a difficult time fighting through through those trees, but you probably don't want your artillery this close to a freaking vampiric host there. Otherwise, looks like we have another Orc Boar Boy unit charging in. Our deadly pokes are still quite damaged, but, you know, I think they'll be fine, especially now that they have the Vargheist helping out with this, and they aren't... I don't think they got charged directly. I think these guys charged into the Spearmen, and then the Blood Knights charged through them. So it's a nice little battle, but once again, very impressed by the Orc Boar Boys. And the reason I repeatedly mention how impressed I am with the Boar Boys is because I remember them just being absolute trash in vanilla. Just, once again, one of the worst. Probably Bolt Thrower level bad. Alrighty, and just like that, I do believe they're routing. We should probably, yeah, we do have most of our Vargheists and our Direwolves actually chasing off any enemy units right now, cav units, but generally any units that run around. Obviously, the Boar Boys are fairly slow for cav, moving at only 60. That's slower than Mittens, and it is slower than Vlad, so, you know, Vlad can chase them down on foot, which always looks really cool. I love seeing vampires run on foot and just overtake anything that's on, well, not anything, but a lot of things that are on horses, or mounts in general. Because it's correct, vampires absolutely can run faster than a horse. And that's without turning into bats or whatever the hell they can do. And actually, that just made me realize that this game never had a... it actually never had transformation options for any of the vampires, and we do know that lorefully many of the vampires can actually transform. Not all of them, but many can. And, I'm surprised that they never worked that into a mechanic. Just like transform into a giant bat or a giant direwolf or something like that. Maybe it will be too difficult to implement, because then you'd have to delete the model and then put a different model back in and then do that. I don't know. Not entirely sure. I don't really know about anything about how mods function in this particular game, so yeah. Alrighty, having a nice little fight in these withered little trees here, which does make sense for our undead. We're actually keeping a sort of Death Star formation. This is mainly because, once again, the enemy army does not want to give battle. It's still being very, very weird. I had, as you guys saw, originally formed up our army in a straight-up battle line, but right now we're just chasing off any units that slowly come in and attack us. I mean, I'm not complaining, I will grant, because this is allowing a lot of their units that run off to, like, take extra time running away while our other units chase them off. If obviously the entire unit came in and obviously the entire unit ran away at the same time, then we'd have a much more difficult time chasing them around, because we don't have enough units to chase, especially as we are using the Blood Knights to lead the undead army right here. Man. On the unfortunate aspect of this, we're also thus not really taking much casualties to our undead units, or I mean, they're mostly undead units, but to our zombies and skeletons. All right, getting a few shots in from those arrows, but not like we give a damn. I'm probably gonna want another unholy lodestone in here at some point as well. Regardless of the Imperial tactics thing that we're doing with Vlad, we do want unholy lodestones, at least until we can get Mortis engines, because Mortis engines do function very similar to the unholy lodestone corpse card. You could call them like a luxury version of the unholy lodestone corpse card, right? Plus the ethereal thing. I feel like, generally speaking, in multiplayer, they might not even be worth the cost when you can do the same sort of things with that corpse card. Alrighty, you guys ready to actually fight now, Orcs? Well, it looks like they're finally forming up. At least they're getting closer and closer. Their Lord is also out here, and I believe they have a second Lord. There's an Orc Shaman here. There's a Night Goblin Shaman here. Aha, there we go. There's a second Orc War Boss right out here, so maybe we'll get some action. And here we go. Finally. Although, to be fair, all the skirmishing that happened before the main enemy army attacked us did make the battle seem more realistic, as armies don't generally just straight up attack each other. There's feints and there's skirmishing going on before the actual fight, so it did make it more realistic. I just wouldn't expect it from an offensive orc army in particular, right? They'd probably just attack, especially if they are the ones that were on the offensive in the first place. Ooh, nice little half-moon formation we've got going on over here. Not exactly sure how that happened, actually. Alrighty, well, keep moving in. Ooh, look at that Orc War Boss just towering over the battlefield there, even bigger than a Blood Knight. I'm really just enjoying this battle. I promised you guys to try to find a cinematic battle last episode, and I think we certainly did a good job in making it happen. Oh, and here we go. There's a snotling pump wagon in there somewhere, or several of them actually, and I think there were a couple more, but they actually got killed by the Vargeists as they tried to charge the rear lines. My bad for missing that. I think that happened at the same time as the squigs, and I got distracted talking about that giant squig at the same time, but hey, hopefully not a big deal. Yeah, there we go. There's that other snotling pump wagon. Getting out of there now. I mean, these guys should be fairly good at decimating units like zombies and stuff. Ooh, there we go. The battle lines, finally. And it looks like now our undead host is defending against a massive amount of orcs. This is a pretty cool battle here now. If only it had happened earlier, but we're going to turn it around a little bit by finally getting to cast our Wind of Death. Been waiting on that one for a while. And here we go. And yeah, once again, it's almost like the AI was trying to avoid giving us the ability to do this with the Wind of Death. And obviously it wasn't actually doing that, but pretty cool that it sort of did by accident anyway. Here we go. Wow, this is taking a long time to charge up. And there we go. I just wanted to slow it down. I always love watching the spell go. And it's also so ridiculous. I mean, just... disintegrates so many units. I mean, obviously, if these were all like Blackguard and Nagaron or something, this wouldn't do nearly as much, but still. It's a freaking really great spell, especially against the AI. And there we go, huh? Didn't actually do as much damage to these guys, and these guys are regular orc boys. They're not biggins, because you can tell by their armor there. The biggins have the bigger shoulder pauldrons, obviously. Anyway, let's get back to the battle. Still holding strong in the center here, and we could be watching, like we can see in the background, the Vargeists and the doggos and stuff. They're all chasing enemy... Okay, well, not on that side, but they're all chasing enemy units around as they try to escape. I also want to point out that at this point, I still have not used a single Invocation of Nehek on our army, so we are starting to take casualties. Look like these skeleton warriors are gonna die, and yeah, they're high chevron, but honestly, I don't really care that much. We're gonna replace them all with Graveguard eventually, as soon as we can actually afford to do so, essentially, so it's just a matter of time once again. Plus, I do want as I said, the goal for this particular battle to be to get as many casualties as possible, and that includes our own troops as well. In the meantime, it looks like this Orc War Boss down here in the center that decided to... Oh, wow, Mittens, relax, buddy. Everything's gonna be okay. The Orc War Boss charged through into the middle of our army and got attacked by both Mittens and Vlad and got pretty badly beat up. Also a Master of Beguilement going down. And the Curse of Years. Well, this was really unfortunate for the AI when it surrounded us, because it essentially allowed us to use the Curse of Years on almost their entire army, with the obvious exception of their ranged units. So that worked out pretty well. Oh, wow. Look at all the blood stain, the bloodline here from that Wind of Death. Just make like a geometric symbol and do some sort of ritual after all the blood has stained the battlefield. And there we go. Mittens still chasing after that Orc War Boss, who's now at half HP, and I believe that's the second or no, that's the first Orc War Boss. I don't remember where the second one is. He's in there somewhere. We need to kill them both anyway. And there we go. Most of the enemy has now backed off, just compared to what we were seeing earlier with them having completely surrounded us, and now them just essentially being on one side here. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. And I do also want to point out that our elites, being our Graveguard, our Konigstein, Stalkers, and our Corpse... Well, did I say Corpse Guard already? And our Graveguard, I forgot who I already said. They're all holding strong. Just zombies. In fact, speaking of zombies, I made the zombies leave the skeleton forces, just remaining with skeletons here, and force the zombies to march upon the enemy units, just sort of into their swords and arrows, just to get them as many zombies killed as possible, because we can just regenerate them, right? Who gives a damn? More casualties for us. And while all this is happening, I do believe Mittens and Vlad are trying to chase down the enemy lords. It looks like both Orc war bosses are now routing. I'm sure they'll be back for more. I've also always loved the idea of the fact that, yeah, you're marching zombies towards the enemy, but every kill they get is actually kind of pointless because it doesn't actually really achieve anything. Oh, hey, we actually trap one of the goblin shamans here as well. And that could, oh, another Wind of Death moving swiftly through the enemy archers. Not so much because we needed them to stop killing our zombies, but I just wanted to make use of the fact that all the archers are primarily standing in one place, and we could dish out quite a bit of damage. I'm actually curious, how many kills has Vlad gotten with those casts so far? Only 315. Huh, surprising. It felt like he had disintegrated a little bit more with that first cast, but hey, whatever. Oh, and it looks like we've caught ourselves an Orc Shaman as well. Yeah, Mittens and Vlad are doing a pretty great job at finding the enemy lords and the enemy heroes there, so well done. Alrighty, I don't imagine this army is going to hold on for much longer here. The balance of power is now firmly on our side, and about, what, 60%, 65, something around along those lines. Certainly getting there. Keep marching the zombies into the enemy just to get them all killed. I also refrained from summoning, I think, more than 1 or 2 units of zombies. One, as you guys recall, to prevent those boar boys from charging our blood knights who are already damaged, and then another one around here to sort of allow Vlad and Mittens to kill enemy lords without being interrupted. Alright, that Orc war boss is back, but quite hurt. This one's routing for a second or third time. I imagine it's the second time. And we should be able to actually have Mittens chase him down. Mittens is fairly fast at 80 run speed, and this guy's at 54, especially when reduced. Yeah, there we go. Mittens, you can get to work on that. Vlad, you don't even need to, buddy. I like how these guys are doing their own thing while the undead still hold the ground over here, but let's just say they're led by the necromancer aboard the corpse cart, as well as the blood knights. The blood knights are probably threatening the necromancer to keep fighting, or, you know, get deadly poked in the face. Don't want a Blood Knight lance right through the skull. Alrighty, and Vlad has given up on chasing that Orc war boss, but Mittens has brought him down, and now we can just chase off the rest. Oh, and just like that, it looks like the chain route is here. Unfortunately, they didn't manage to kill off all of our zombies, even though, as you guys saw, we sent them all forward and kept our skeletal units back here. We are going to speed this up, though, and we are going to chase down as many enemy units as possible, as I've already mentioned. Other than the garrison forces, these guys were all attacking us in the field and will thus back off without being dead, which is unfortunate because we will not be able to, well, we'll have to fight them again afterwards, but, you know, considering the fact that we could beat both with relative ease without even really using summons and without using Invocation of Nehek, I think we'll be just fine at fighting them again. Hopefully we can just auto-resolve, especially depending on how many of the enemies we actually manage to kill here. Vlad and Mittens chasing off the second enemy war boss. At least we can cripple or kill all of their... There we go. And, oh, did you get ripped in half? Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, man. Wait, where did his top half even go? Wait, like the boar, oh, it disappeared. The boar fell down, and then we just have his legs. Maybe the top half of the orc just disintegrated. Anyway, speed it back up to max stat. I'm actually feeling like the direwolves could have gotten more kills. I mean, they did get plenty, like 300 apiece, but they spent the entire battle chasing off units that were dying, so I feel like they could have done better. Obviously, once again, these are not Isabella's dire doggos, which would have done a lot more damage, but hey, obviously a heroic victory, because the auto-resolve saw that we were quite outnumbered and most of our army was trash, but once again, never underestimate the power of the vampires and their elites. Let's see how we did, how many kills we got, but more importantly, how many casualties we were able to cause and we were able to take. Alrighty, well, unfortunately, the losses were not nearly as much as we had hoped, a little over 4,000. If this had been a settlement battle, we would have gotten like a 6,500 loss, a battle marker, but this will not be Not been nearly as much as I would have liked. I mean, still enough probably to raise some stuff, but meh. Not what I hoped. Do we go for money here? That's the question. Or do we regenerate a little bit? We will need to kill off these armies next turn as well, depending on how far they move away. So maybe we heal up. We're going to resurrect some dead anyway. Is the 17... You know what? Is this a big enough difference to matter? You know what? I'm a little bit afraid of the doggos dying. 1700, though. That's a lot of tech you can steal with. You know, fine, screw it. Hopefully the doggos won't die. At least that worked out, and wait, did one of those armies die, or did it just move away? I can't see the other one. Wait, if it had actually died, then it should have given us more losses. Wait, where's the battle marker? Over 4,000 should have still generated one. Are you telling me that there's no... Okay, no, it's right there. Just kind of hard to spot. There we go, 4,300, yeah. We got a perfect vigor. Ooh, wait a second, Vlad doesn't automatically have perfect vigor, does he? He is missing it because... he does not have that March trait. Yeah, well, he'll get it eventually. I like the post-battle loot income. Maybe we lose the carrion. A little bit unfortunate. Or just, you know what, 10% great raised dead cost is also not that much. I'd love to put a banner of swiftness on Vlad. That would be fairly useful. He has a warrior bane, which is fine as well. We'll keep that. Potion of strength helps him killing stuff. I mean, we do have potions of healing, but I think he'll be fine as he is. Some was, some ready for... Whoa. No, this is not what I was thinking of. Taskmaster increases your movement range. What gives you perfect vigor? I know that there's a trait that you can acquire that gives you perfect vigor, which would make us not need that banner. But, well, clearly we don't have it yet. Alrighty, well, let's give Vlad Bloodlust and Red Fury and then move through Undeath Resurgent. Or we could do this right now. I mean, we are going to give him Graveguard anyway. So we could go through the Unliving Host. I mean, there's a decent number of things that he could probably use, but yeah, if we go for an Imperial sort of tactics thing, he's gonna need the Unliving Host for his Graveguard. Alrighty, I'm reasonably happy with that. Kill this. I'm hoping it'll be auto-resolvable. Hey, yeah, okay, well, the battle marker will give us at least a little bit. Let's get back. One Skeleton Warrior, one Zombie, and what else did we lose? I don't even remember. Probably doesn't matter. We could resurrect even more after we kill off this army. Ooh, we could go straight to Crookback Mountain and... That's a question. Wait, kill this army first. I don't think we'll need to... it'll kill off one of our doggos? You gotta be kidding me. We can just resurrect a doggo. I really don't want to fight a pointless battle like this again. You know what, actually, you know what we'll do? Here we go. We're basically out of time. I'm gonna just save the game here instead, and we'll start off with this next time. Or maybe I'll just fight it between the episodes, because it's just a waste of time that I would normally auto-resolve. I just really love to preserve a high chevron dire doggo army. So we're gonna call it here. There's some stuff between the episodes that I'd like to do as well, so maybe I will, in fact, just fight this off-screen. And then next time we will proceed with whatever Vlad's been doing down here. Hope you guys enjoyed that battle, even if it didn't get as many casualties as we would have liked, but that's the nature of the non-settlement battle. Otherwise, next episode we might have to have the war with Stirland start. Still gonna think about it. Either way, even if it doesn't start, we're gonna start raiding their territory with all three of our lords, because we can finally build the walls at Eshen, which will be safe. Although I guess we maybe want to build the walls at Carrick Dromar first as well, so that it doesn't get taken over by their armies. But otherwise, we're getting there. We're certainly getting there. And let me know what you think about the procession to Nagashazar. I mean, Vlad is really far away from Sylvania right now, but I don't know whether Nagashazar will be worth it. Really depends on what kind of buff it gives the vamps. Anyway, stay tuned for more vampire action next time. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for a friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.